How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Black Lives Matter yet again. Yes, we got to talk about BLM. They've not done anything really crazy recently to gain some attention, to raise some money, but they have raised quite a bit of money in this year, 2020. Since May of this year, Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter related causes have raised $10.6 billion. Not 10.6 million, 10.6 billion with a B. Let's put it in context. In 2019, Amazon's net profit was 11.5 billion. So for the entire year, for a whole 12 months, 11.5 billion compared to 6 months of donations for BLM and BLM related stuff, 10.6 billion. Okay, here's some more context. Let's look at 10.5 billion compared to 10.6 billion. What's the difference as far as a cash number? You're talking about $100 million. Now, imagine having $100 million. You're infinitely wealthy at that point. You're like top of the top. They raised 10.6 billion in 6 months from donation money. This is crazy, but I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be surprised. Okay, because there were plenty of companies that donated to BLM. I mean, it's an endless list. I know it's at least 25 real big ones, probably 100, 200. Like you got big companies like Microsoft, they gave $1 billion to BLM and BLM related causes. And they donate to stuff like, and they're giving this stuff like black empowerment, black economics, black social movements, equality and justice movements, and of course, BLM itself directly on their website. All of that money is stemming from BLM action and BLM things. And I think the majority of it is given straight to BLM itself. All right. Microsoft gave $1 billion of that. So that's like 10% right there straight away. And then imagine how many other companies have gave 500,000, 1 million, okay, 750, 2 million, and on and on. And then the individuals have donated straight to BLM's website. Imagine how much money has flown through the hands of BLM's website. Okay, imagine how much money is flowing through there. And they're on Act Blue, which is the Democratic Party's donation platform. And you know what Act Blue is. If you don't know, I'll tell you right quick. Act Blue is a payment processor, right? And they have all Democratic candidates that use Act Blue. There's one for the other side, for our side, it's called WinRed. But what Act Blue does, they process your payments, give it to you, but as a fee they take for doing that, they get a piece of each transaction. And that adds up. You're talking about millions, if not billions of dollars that they get. And they take some of the money that they raise, they take care of employees, whatever, expenses, and they also donate to whatever they want to donate to. So who do you think Act Blue is donating to? Black Lives Matter, of course. So all that Joe Biden money and anyone else that is a Democrat you gave money to and they went through Act Blue, same thing with Puff Daddy's quote unquote our black party that's also on Act Blue. All that money is going to go to who you want to donate to first, and a piece of it will go to Black Lives Matter because it'll go to Act Blue, and then from Act Blue itself, they can give to Black Lives Matter. That's how it goes. And to other, black causes that are right in tune with Black Lives Matter. Here's a prime example. There was one guy, I won't say his name or his company's name, but he was filming a bunch of things that were happening in Minneapolis. Right when George Floyd popped, he was right there on the ground filming it. So as a result of that, he went from having about $6,000 to $8,000 in the bank to $650,000 in the bank. He bragged that he had enough money to fund himself fully for the next 5 years with no problem. He went from not having too much money at all to kind of just, check the check type lifestyle to now I'm rich. There's a whole lot of that going on. I think they raised like $10 million, BLM that is. They raised like $10 million in one day after George Floyd died. And from there, it's been an avalanche of money. Avalanche, 10.6 billion. Now, here's $1 million question. If you're a black person watching this video, have you gotten any of that money? Like, has anybody approached you and said, hey, You're black and you're doing X, Y, and Z. You want some money? Has anyone said that to you? Because I've not been approached that way. I've not had anybody come to me and say, "Hey, ABL, we want to sponsor you, give you some money." I've just not had that happen. So I'm wondering what's going on. Who do I reach out to? Is there an 800 number do I call so I can sign up to get some of the money? They raised 10.6. I've not gotten a dime. And I don't hear a lot about anyone else getting the money. And if anybody is getting the money, then where is it going? You're talking about all this black empowerment, black economics, black improvement, black this, black that, blackity, black, black, black. Meanwhile, the black on black murder rate is jumping. Like jumping, jumping Jehoshaphat, Mexican jumping beans, Destiny's Child jumping. It's going through the roof. 20% increase, 30% increase, 40% increase. Because what does BLM want to do? Oh, they want to defund the police, which is what we need in the black community. We don't need the police to fund it. We need the police to be there. So they want to defund what we need in the black community. Okay. But people are donating to Black Lives Matter and BLM related things to help the black community when their very core essence of what they're about is against what we need. Okay. They also want to eliminate the nuclear family structure. How was that going to help us? The black on black murder rate, the incarceration rate, the lack of education, the illiteracy rate, that's jumped by not having a mom and dad in the house. So they're trying to go against mom and dad. How is that going to help? Black people are generally not for this whole LGBTQ, ABCDFG, elemental P movement, all right? But the majority of BLM's quote unquote official leadership, that's a different story. I won't go down that road. But the majority of their official quote unquote leadership are LGBT, and a lot of that donation money is going straight to LGBT things. You know, minority queer, black queer, BIPOC, and all this and that. They got all kind of little terms trying to fit themselves into being a minority or being black or whatever. Okay, so you're wondering why a guy like Shaun King, Jessica Cruz, Rachel Dolezal, etc., would pretend to be black. Why not? There's plenty of money in it, depending upon what you're doing. If you got a not-for-profit that says, you know, blacks are victims and you want to highlight black pain and you want to be negative, you get plenty of money, you know, in donations from those that are on the outside looking in. So it's plenty of cash to be made. You want to go to school or something like that as a white person and pretend to be black. You get a free black ride to school. I think that's what Shaun King and Rachel Dolezal did. So that's what's going on. You know, this whole thing about racism and white privilege is bogus. BLM and BLM related things are being used right now as marketing ploys. McDonald's, Microsoft, eBay, whoever is given to these, you know, black things, it's a chip on their, it's a notch on their resume. So if they're getting pressure from the outside, from the guilty white liberals, the, you know, uneducated black liberals, they can eliminate that heat by having the donation on their website. Say, hey, I gave $1 billion to BLM and to black things. And then you got, you know, the AP, the Associated Press, that, you know, they come up with new ways to do certain things as far as how you write and how you type. They want you to capitalize the word black. So look, we're capitalizing black, we're giving you guys a bunch of money through these little organizations. So we're not racist. Don't cancel us. Support us. It's like a business expense. It's a write-off. Okay. We gave $1 billion to BLM and BLM type stuff because we're open, we're inclusive, and really it's just marketing. That's part of your marketing budget right there. And to a certain extent, it might even work. All right. That's what it's all about. So it's not about me as a black person or you, if you're black, or anybody else that's watching. It's not about us as black people. It's about companies, regular normies, people trying to get money. It's all about money. It's all about trying to get the dollar. That's it. It ain't nothing else to it. Because if it were about black people, then the lives of black people would improve as a result of BLM, not dramatically go down right away. Like I said, 20%, 30% increase in the black on black murder rate in a lot of these black cities where BLM purports itself to really be, and they want to help us. I can't tell. You got all this money, 10.6 billion, and what? Nobody I know has gotten any of that money, first of all. Second of all our communities are much worse off because the things that you guys want to promote, you guys want to push, you guys want to pay lobbyists to get certain laws passed in certain places, all it's doing right now is hurting us, not helping us at all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Have you gotten any of that BLM money in your pocket? If you have, let me know in the comments below. Have you not gotten any of the money in your pocket? If that's the case, let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's a good thing that all that money has been given to BLM and BLM type things like black banking, black education, black empowerment, black this, black justice? Has it helped? Oh, do we need more time for it to work? Oh, okay. We need more time. So if we need more time for it to work, maybe the people that are in charge of BLM need more time to get their money in their pocket to do whatever they want to do, to go on vacation and get all kind of crazy color weave and do all kind of one man show. Like, if we have to wait for the money to work, then they have to wait too. Or is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works. I think those that are really just getting the money, putting it in their pocket, they can do whatever they want. Meanwhile, we have to wait. We got to just sit with our hands, and figure out how to survive and how to not get hurt by their policies in the meantime. This is all a money grab. I think we all can see it. If you are still not seeing it, you're just blind. You're just willfully blind. Okay, you can be literally physically blind and still see what's happening here. We are being used as pawns in the game. We're discardable. And the funniest part was a graphic I saw on the internet talking about, Black Lives Matter. We got Joe Biden in office. It's been 30 odd days. We've not spoken to him. Well, he doesn't need to speak to you. I don't know who did that. Maybe it's one of two things that's going on. That could be fake opposition to, have people think that they're trying to get the president's attention, but it's not happening, so they can get pity points and pity donations. Or it could be a real thing from a local chapter. But see, what the chapter doesn't understand is that Joe Biden won't speak to you. He'll speak to people that got the money. He'll speak to the big industries, your Microsofts and your Googles and whatnot. Not you. You're just cannon fodder. You have no power. You think you're doing the right thing. You got a Black Lives Matter chapter in your town, wherever you are in the country. You are totally irrelevant. If you get shot or you get hurt or something like that, then you become relevant. But until then, so what? Shut up. All right. Take this vaccine, take this ghetto, take these roaches, take this gunfire, and keep it moving. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.